Good morning.
Hey, Brielle, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Nobody's here yet?
No, people never get on until 9:30. Always,
True.
always wait until the last minute.
Yep.
How's your weekend going?
It's good. It's been okay. I've been
Yeah.
getting over, yeah, stomach bug.
Mm,
Just my stomach. Yeah. It's just
yeah.
getting through it. Just trying to
Yeah.
survive.
That's all you can do.
Yeah. I'll do it. It's been awful. Not gonna lie. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
living your life that
Yeah,
you were in.
it's terrible. It's
I like
awful.
lost weight. I've literally lost weight from not eating and drinking enough, and it's just not good. I mean, you don't have to gain a certain amount of weight in the first. I know you know that, but it's yeah, it's just not been fun. But here we
Yeah,
are.
it's
We're doing
tough.
good. Doreen's on, Sue's on.
Good
Hey,
morning, guys. How you doing?
Good morning.
You coming at us from the Cape, Susan?
Yeah, we got in last night, like around 8.
You're back
You're
home?
home?
So I got my brother to Avon, so he's staying with my twin, and then I got back to my place around 9:15, 9:30, maybe.
Ooh, all I've heard is that you have a twin. I did not know this.
Yeah,
What?
I have an older sister, older brother, twin brother, and a baby brother.
What's it like having a twin? I'm intrigued by twins.
It's awesome. Yeah,
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 awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Did not know that. Fun fact of the day. So the
Yep.
twin.
Yep. Benjamin.
I love that. Hi, Linda. Good morning.
Good morning. I know, Susan, I didn't know you had a twin too. All that time we've been talking,
Yeah.
I never knew you had a
Right? The things you
Yeah.
learn.
Yep. Big family, but yep, twin. Yep. And my niece is here. This is only the second time that my niece Nora's been here for her birthday. So we're having a big party today and a piñata.
What?
So fun.
Yeah.
I have a niece, Nora, too.
Yeah.
I
I
love
mean,
that
she's all
name.
grown up, but we're still going to have a party.
Yeah, gotta.
Why not?
Birthday.
I'm gonna have a birthday party till I'm 99. Knock on wood, I am blessed.
Me
with that
too.
Possibility.
My brother had to get his fried chicken and Nora has to have a party. Those were like the two things they had to do. in Connecticut.
Non-negotiables.
All right, let's just give it like another minute, Brielle, and then you can take it away.
I don't mind when it's a small group. I feel like it's a little bit more intimate. I mean, I wish everybody was on here. It's
I
kinda
was going to
nice.
try to go row, but I just decided to let my body sleep in.
Good.
Yeah, they get up really early, the rest of my
Yeah.
family, so I'm tired.
It's impressive that you're here considering all the traveling you've been doing in a few, short amount of time.
Yeah. There was no traffic. I mean, it was easy to get into the airport, out of the airport. It
Nice.
was, I like this COVID, no traffic.
Morning, Kevin.
Good morning.
People are slowly coming together. All right, I think, should we get started, Denise? What do you guys think?
Yeah, we might as well get started. It's recording, so we'll pop it up later for anybody who missed.
Great. All right, guys, good morning. Happy Sunday. Today we're just going to check in how our habit went. Our habit last week was to incorporate protein with every meal and every snack. I think a lot of us realize that we have to be super intentional when we do these things in order to hit our protein goals. How did it go? Do we have any bright spots that we want to share? Don't all jump at once, guys. Sue, what do you got for me?
I had a good time eating protein because even though somebody ate all my cheese sticks, I I made some meatloaf muffins, so I had those on hand. And even the meat eaters liked my meatless meatloaf muffins.
Good. Awesome.
Yep. And then I had, the Norwegians cooking for me. My Nora, she makes these amazing salads, and then my brother makes me like homemade fish. So we'll have a lot of fish. So it was awesome. Yeah.
That's great. Good morning, Alexis.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Good. How are you? That's great. We're just talking about bright spots for incorporating our protein in for the week for our meals and our snacks. Alexis, do you have anything you want to share? Throwing you on the spot of how it went.
Regarding snacks.
Yeah, anything, meals, snacks, just adding protein in. Did you feel like it was an easy habit for you?
Definitely. Yeah, it's for the snacks, it really takes some pre-planning for
Mhm.
me to like think about how to get that protein in, because it's so easy just to like grab a bar like
Yeah.
and not necessarily have it be that like filling protein that you want. So to get that component in takes some forethought for me. So it was good.
Yeah, awesome. No, it definitely, I was saying right before you hopped on that, it definitely is something you have to be intentional with, and more so the snacks for sure. You know, a lot of people, we talked about this before, hop to like, oh, an apple is a good snack, but it's missing that protein that you need to fit, be a full snack to satiate you. So the intentional piece is super important. Kevin, anything you want to add with adding protein in? And Emily, I see her over there.
Sneak it in. Yeah.
I candidly, I had a really tough week. I don't think I did a great job executing on the snack program. I was sick earlier in the week, so I was not craving anything protein related earlier in the week. But I think we're, grocery shopping, got everything prepped. We got plenty of, we got a lot of nuts, a lot of cheese, and deli meat. Thank you for, for the snacks. So I think we're a little better primed than we were earlier last week. So
Good. I mean, you got to take it week by week, right? And life happens, and it's not always easy to have everything lined up. But that's something that's important to know that, okay, we can be a little better this week. And we know we're habit stacking. So it's not like the idea of adding protein every single meal is gone. Just, all right, it didn't work out this week. We're going to add it more into this week and focus on it. So that's great. Good morning, James. Nice job, guys. It's not always easy. We have to definitely be intentional. Who are we missing? Doreen? For us, James, about adding protein into meal and snacks that we want to share a bright spot on?
I just had a great trip. It's not so much snacks, but to Trader Joe's yesterday, just like a lot of good frozen vegetables. And I actually had my support system with me, one of my coaches. So we were reading bags and picking out things that were just really going to work well for me this week.
Amazing. I love Trader Joe's.
Yeah, and their prices were really great. I mean, really, it's like some of it is 2-meal bags. So definitely some great things there. And I don't get to one often. So it was a fun trip.
Fun fact, guys, I worked at Trader Joe's when I was doing my master's in Vermont, and it is chaos working at them. I will just let you know, but you get a discount. So
I can see you. I can see you working at Trader Joe's and like loving it, Brielle.
That's what everybody says. I literally would like go up to people with snacks and be like, you have to try these beet chips. They're like, what? Anyway.
If you have any great tips, send them our way, please.
Yes. I got all the truth. Listen, if you have an Instagram or Facebook, they have their own, like they send out like the flyer essentially and say like, hey, new products coming since they circle through. I feel like this is an ad for Trader Joe's. Follow them now.
No, really, that's great to know. I'll be texting you.
Yeah, do it. Anything we want to talk about? I know Kevin, Emily, you guys mentioned like your hardship with it, but did anybody have anything they want to address that was kind of like negative or where they can improve so that we can try to just as help you?
You started.
I did.
One thing I just want to add on to Kevin, you mentioned that you guys were sick at the beginning of the week. So these things happen, like it's whether it's stomach bug, cold, whatever it might be. It affects our appetite, obviously. Nutrition's not going to be perfect. So you just do the best you can, right? I would say the most important thing when we're sick is, are we hydrating enough? Make that your focus. Don't stress about making sure your meals are perfect or like, okay, you had crackers for a snack because that's all you could tolerate. It's not the end of the world. Let's focus on hydration. As you start feeling better, add in those foods that are really nourishing. Not that it's an excuse to kind of throw nutrition to the wind, but you've also got to cut yourself some slack. When you're not feeling great, most of us don't want like chicken and sweet potato and broccoli, right? So you just got to do the best you can and focus on what you can do. And then, obviously, depending on what you're dealing with in terms of illness, trying to incorporate foods that might support you in getting better. So, let's say it is a cold or something like that. Citrus fruits that are going to offer lots of vitamin C and things like that. When we've got stomach bugs, nothing is going to really go down that well. So don't even stress about protein. Don't stress about veggies at that point. Focus just on hydration, trying to get little bits in every couple of hours to maintain your blood sugar and doing the best you can. And then once you're feeling back to yourself, you can kind of hop right back into where you were.
Great points, Denise. Another thing, just piggybacking off what you said, is even like bone broths or soups, you can get protein through those. And then you don't feel like you're sitting there chewing broccoli and chicken, like you were saying. So it is really just about the calories. When you're not feeling good, we don't want that muscle to wither away because we're not eating enough. So just eating what you can is always fine. And then getting back on the saddle when you're feeling good later. But awesome job, guys. I mean, this is what we want to see. We want to make sure that you guys are getting enough protein, you're having your plate be as many vegetables as possible. You're, reaching out your support, you're drinking enough water, we're habit stacking. And speaking of what the next habit is, we're ready to talk about this week. So I can't believe we only have 2 habits left, 2 weeks. It's crazy. But you guys probably practiced this already. And our next habit is to meal prep one staple for the week. And I have some tips that are hopefully going to be helpful. I would love for you guys to share some tips that you have that maybe I don't mention, or Linda, please hop in. But if you're already meal prepping, you kind of know the name of the game. The idea here is to focus on the categories of food, the protein, the carbs, the fats, and making sure you're getting enough of everything, but also not over or underdoing your portions. So a couple of tips for meal prepping is to buy those food storage containers. They are super helpful, and they usually have the compartments. You can get them at Walmart, get them on Amazon, you can get them pretty much anywhere, and in plastic or glass if plastic's not your thing. Just makes life easier. Another thing is to save, I just have everything I wrote down right here. Save all your recipes to like one location. If you know that there's a chicken, broccoli, something recipe that you love, save it to your phone, to a document in your laptop. You can do old fashioned like I do, put it on paper and keep it in your fridge, on your fridge or on your counter. Makes it a lot easier. Another tip would be don't go to the grocery store without a list. I think it makes everything easier. When they say like, don't go grocery shopping hungry, that's also probably helpful too. But have a list of everything that you need, so you're not wandering in there thinking, what's my veggie for the week? Should I buy frozen? A couple more. Another one, this is my favorite one, is don't sleep on spices and herbs. Wow, does it make a difference? If you take plain old chicken, tofu, anything, and you make it Greek style one week, you can make it Italian style next week, Asian inspired, Oriental, you can really mix it up and it makes it worth it. And not just for your protein, but also for like your veggies. You can do different seasoning, different marinades. It just makes it fun. Do you guys have any tips you want to share? Denise, Linda, anybody? I mean, there's so many things.
Yeah, I'll hop in. So sometimes when people think about meal prep, it feels really overwhelming because they're like, oh my gosh, I've got to make these 21 containers for the next week and then set them up in the fridge. That is overwhelming. We don't want to spend 4 hours on our Sunday doing that, right? So if you're new to meal prepping and you're like, where the heck do I start? I always advise people to think about what is my problem meal, or what meal is the most challenging for us during the week? Is it lunch that I always feel like I'm scrambling for? Is it dinner that feels like a big challenge? And start with that meal. What can you do to make it a little bit easier? And as Brielle touched upon, focus on the staples. Like the protein component tends to be what takes the longest to prepare, right? So maybe you just worry about making the protein for your lunches for the week and start with that. Things like your crock pot, Instant Pot, these are amazing kitchen tools, guys. They can save you a ton of time, and with the added benefit of being able to make a fairly large quantity at one go, which is great if you're trying to make 5 meals for yourself or a couple meals for your whole family, right? I know Brielle has talked a bunch about using frozen vegetables. I am a huge proponent of frozen vegetables. So like I will prepare all of our veggies for lunch during the week using frozen vegetables. Dinner tends to be either fresh or a salad or something. But how do I go about doing that? I take no more than 20 minutes to do this, guys. I literally get like a 4-pound bag of broccoli, dump it on a couple cookie sheets, spritz with olive oil, salt, pepper, pop it in the oven. And that's veggies for myself and Rob for the whole week. And it's taken me no time to prepare at all. Now, if I got to lunch every single day and I was like, what are we going to do for a veggie? it's going to take me a lot more time over the course of the week, every single day, if I've got to go ahead and do it. So just think about what's going to save you time. Start with whatever feels challenging or feels like the biggest hurdle for you, and just do one thing that's going to make it a little bit easier.
So true, Denise. So true. I think the veggie piece is huge. Like we were saying before, frozen, you can buy them pre-prepped. But another tip, kind of piggybacking off that, is when you do get home from grocery shopping, I think Sunday is like the most known day to do the grocery shopping, the meal prepping. Chop your veggies and wash them, and then chop them right away. Because the minute I know I put like celery in my fridge, it's probably going to stay there for a while. So if I clean it and I chop it and I just prep it, even if I'm not putting it in the containers, I am more likely to use it. So definitely do that right away. I probably buy way more frozen veggies than I do fresh. I mean, it's helpful, you know? So great tips. Linda, do you have any tips that we maybe missed?
Yeah, I was just gonna say about the grocery shopping. I love to do that when you get home and just kind of like get it, like you said, I'll do the same thing. If I bring home, spinach or celery or anything, it's gonna go in the refrigerator. It's never gonna be touched again unless I get it
Right.
washed. And so I like to, try to get everything ready. I also like to tell people, we've got some families on here. If you've got little ones, get them involved, like get them lined up at the kitchen sink. They can wash, they can't maybe use a knife yet, but you can definitely, get their little hands involved in washing up the fruit and washing up the celery and the carrots and all that kind of stuff. And then you can be right next to them, taking that and chopping it up and putting them in baggies and getting everything all organized for your snacks and for your lunches. And just, it makes it a little more fun, but then it gets them involved in the whole process, and they can see like, this is like good, healthy, nutritious habits. And, this is what we do when we buy the food, we bring it home, we get it ready. So then we get to actually eat it versus letting it rot in the refrigerator and then throw it out 3 days later.
Yeah.
So true.
Such a great point. I mean, not only for ourselves, but for our kids, when things are visible in the fridge, they're a lot more likely to eat them, right? So I don't think any of our kids are going to go chop the celery themselves and wash it. It just doesn't even look like an appealing process. But if it's already cut and it's sitting there and it's easily accessible, they're a lot more likely to grab it. Alexis shared a tip with me. This is months ago, maybe even like a year ago, Alexis. She has almost like one of those party platters for veggies that you would use that has like the little circle in the middle for dip and the little compartments. Right there we go. How perfect. She fills this up every week and pulls it out in the evening when everyone's starting to get a little hangry before dinner, or it's available there for snacks. I thought that was such a cool idea. I'd never thought about setting it up like that. So it's something that I started doing. Everybody's veggie intake increased because it's so much easier for the kids to grab stuff. It's my Rob, who would never eat a raw vegetable unless I literally like dipped it and handed it to him, will actually like take that out of the refrigerator because it just looks more fun, right? It looks more appealing. And so it's a great way not only to store your veggies and keep them fresh, but to just save yourself some time during the week as well.
Wow, I'm going to steal that tip, guys.
I love that.
Yeah, I think so I ordered like the exact one she had, like $11 on Amazon, guys, and it's awesome.
All right, love it. Okay, so I think we're ready to maybe talk about our sponsor of the week and pick a winner, or do we have any other questions about the habit or how to move forward with it? But I think it sounds like everybody's on board. Definitely stealing that tip, Alexis. I already have a platter like that. I'm like in my head thinking what vegetable to use. So great. Isn't it crazy, really quick, the power of advertising? Like if something looks good, you're going to reach for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild. Okay, so our sponsor, just pulling up the Instagram because we have a great post on it. It tells us a lot of stuff. So if you want to check it out there, it is the full body cryotherapy session at Imagine Flow in Avon. So that's amazing. Obviously using cryotherapy. Has anyone done cryotherapy in the past? I've never done it. I've just seen it a bunch. Anybody? Nobody? Cool.
So I haven't done it, but Rob has done it. Rob has pretty much tried all the modalities over there at Imagine Flow. And guys, it's pretty cool. It's a really cool thing to add into your recovery program. I'll let Brielle talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. So the whole idea is that cryotherapy, right? You step into that chamber. It's super cold. It quickens your athletic recovery. So your muscles, it reduces inflammation in your body, especially your joints, right? Your muscles. It tells your body to go into this sympathetic nervous system mode of fight or flight. So I'll just read what you put, Denise, on the Instagram because it's actually pretty cool. It says whole body cryotherapy uses dry nitrogen vapor safely and effectively to lower skin surface temperature to 45 degrees. That's cool. in 30 to 45 seconds, intervals for a maximum of 3 minutes. It says essentially we are tricking to send a message to the brain to enter fight or flight mode, which causes your nervous system to fire, constricting the blood vessels and sending blood back to your core. And all in all, you're getting this nutrient blood that's going back through your body and sending it to your extremities to help lower that inflammation, improve your recovery, and all good things. So I'm sure you guys are excited to hear who's going to win this. I have my little bowl here. Let's see if he gets it this week. We have, Sue Coleman.
Oh, cool, Sue.
Sue, are you excited?
I am. I've never tried this before.
Right? Well, there you go.
So you don't have to be scared. It's kind of like you get the benefits of a cold, like the cold plunge or cold bath without all the discomfort. Like Rob said, it's cold, but it's not like getting into an ice bath kind of situation where like you don't want to do it.
Excited.
Yeah, so it's really neat.
You're gonna have to tell us how it goes. What you think?
Yeah.
I know
Awesome
Mary
sauce.
Anderson did the flow at Imagine Flow, and she was raving about it. So that's another thing to offer if you guys are
Yeah.
interested. But you'll have to
I
let
have
us
a
know.
friend
Sue.
who's done that. I have a friend who does that float thing. He loves it.
Yeah. But awesome.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
So
Congrats.
Susan, there will be an envelope at the counter for you tomorrow. So to stop and grab it, I'll write your name on it. Okay.
Okay. Awesome. I'm going to, tomorrow's Monday, right? Yeah, I'll be at class.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Do you guys have any questions moving forward? I think you guys are crushing it from what I'm seeing. Awesome job. Just continue with these habits as the program has come to a close in the next 2 weeks, and keep those habits going. You're
I've
doing
got a
great.
question for you guys. Who here has been doing weekly progress photos?
Who has done it?
I think I did them last week, but not this weekend.
All right, do them, guys. I cannot emphasize
Yes.
enough how beneficial it is to have these photos to look at. Obviously, you guys are all going to be repeating in bodies like beginning next week at some point, which definitely gives us some great information, but these progress photos are so beneficial as well. I'm going to use Laura Madura as an example. She's not on the call. You guys know her as one of the coaches at the gym. She participated in a challenge a while back, and she would be comfortable with me sharing this with you guys. She was like feeling a little frustrated over the course of the challenge. She was like, I feel like I'm cleaned things up. I'm not seeing much of a shift in terms of, what's on the scale and whatnot. Over the whole challenge, she lost 4 pounds. Okay. So over 6 weeks, she was a little frustrated. She was like, I wanted to hit more of that, like 1 pound per week goal. She only did progress photos at the beginning and the end. Even though I was like, do them every week, guys. She was astounded when she looked at the difference between these two pictures. She's like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that 4 pounds could really look like that. When we're looking at ourselves in the mirror, we just don't see things oftentimes that we can see when we look at something like a week apart. So these pictures are really beneficial. Long story short, the progress photo helps her to see the amount of progress that she truly had made in such a short period of time. And the fact that the number on the scale doesn't always give us the greatest indication of what's going on.
So true. Yeah. Inflammation, water weight, all those things totally change.
All
Awesome
right.
job, guys. I mean, if you guys don't have any questions, go enjoy your Sunday. Go grocery shopping. Meal prep a staple. Continue with those habits. We're watching. We want to see you do it.
Share your pictures of what you guys are meal prepping. We want to see, okay?
Yes. All right, guys. Have a great Sunday. We will see you at the next one. Have an awesome week.
Awesome. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Congrats, Sue.